This is full, raw, authentic stuff about me. To be 100% honest, my life has been a masterpiece of failure. That's reality. There's no reality without failure. There's no winning without losing. I didn't give my best. That is true. I didn't give my best. But the thing is, it was really half-assed. It wasn't really that well made. It was not. It was not. Always take responsibility for everything that happens in your life. I've probably sent hundreds of outreach emails. Not a single one replied. You don't need to be someone special or talented in order to win. You don't win by never falling, but you win by never staying down. Get up, try again, fail again, and repeat until you make it. The beauty of failure. Just to clarify, I'm not someone, and not even close, that has succeeded in life. Not at all. You might see me, you might think that I'm a successful man, not because my family owns this sports shops here in Greece, and I've got some money. Like, me, as Christos Chinoukas, I really haven't achieved anything. Nothing at all, to be honest. To be 100% honest, my life has been a masterpiece of failure. A masterpiece of failure. What I mean by that, it's been full of failure. And no success. This is not a success story. And this is not coming from a guy who has figured it out. We are in this journey together. I'm not gonna be like a guru out there that will tell you, oh, I've done this and this and I've figured out how to make money online and whatever. Oh, I'm gonna sell you this course because I've managed to do this and that. No, this is none of that. This is full, raw, authentic stuff about me. And we are going to set this journey together. From my podcasts, from my YouTube videos, I'm actually thinking of changing my YouTube style, my YouTube video style, and making it more a bit like, you definitely know him, Daniel Dannen. I love his videos. I've watched all of his videos actually. I've binge watched all of his videos. I love them. And I really want to document my life. I've always thought about it, many years from now. But the thing is, I've never done it. I never took the appropriate action to document my life, to document my journey. Maybe if I did by now, I may have been successful on YouTube or whatever in life. Because the moment you document something, the moment you share it with someone else, you feel an extra responsibility in you. There's an extra responsibility in you because you give an example to someone else, accept you. So you always keep pushing a bit more. You're always putting that extra in. You're not slacking. That's how I see it, at least. Like I said, I've failed my whole life. For example, my journey as Christos Chinoukas by myself, not regarding the bootstraps and everything, which is like another chapter in itself, another arc of itself, the bootstraps. I'm not regarding this part of my life at all. Since I was like 17 years old, I wanted to make something by myself. I wanted to create something on my own, from zero, and prove it to myself, prove it to my family, and of course prove it to myself, most importantly to myself, that I can do it, that I don't need you, that I can make it happen without your money, your help, your relationships, your whatever. No, I don't need any of that. I can make it through by my own. And that's what I try to do, at least. From 17, when I got into job seeking, doing pet Halloween costumes. I thought it would work out. It's actually good news. Like, think about it. Pet Halloween costumes. It's a good news. And I actually started my own Spotify store. I started making it on August, so I can be ahead of from everyone. Like, make the best store, and then like get everything done and whatever. I tried to. I actually made the store. I made the website, but never. But the thing is, it was really half-assed. It wasn't really that well made. It was not. It was not. Okay, I might have found some very cool products for everyone, little pet, like to customize, to dress the pets on Halloween. I found some cool products. I tried to make their website as appealing as possible with the pictures and everything. But I didn't really get the products, like do some advertisements, maybe dress up my cousin's dog or whatever. I didn't really do that extra work that it requires in order to be successful, in order to make money out of something. Like, don't imagine that I start drop shipping and okay, I'll open this website and maybe I'll make 2 or 3 TikToks and it will succeed and I'll be a millionaire. This is not how it works, and as a 70-year-old child, I'm guilty to say that that's how I thought it would work. But it's not like that. Tried pet Halloween costumes. I tried blue light filter glasses. Again, half-assed. Didn't really put in the effort. And now that I start talking about it, I actually realize it's always in the back of my head what I'm about to say to you, but I never really tell it out loud, and I haven't really told all of this to anyone before, besides you now. I'm realizing that, okay, I might have been putting in the hours, I might have been putting in some effort, but it was not the best I could do. No, I didn't give my best. That is true. I didn't give my best. I wasn't putting the full crystals in it. The full effort that it required in order to be successful. I didn't. And that's why it failed. It makes sense to fail. It would be unjust if it actually succeeded. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't. What I'm trying to say, okay, I've done my job shipping part. Like, then I got into the military. Like, here in Greece, we are obliged to go into the military for 1 year. I actually went into the military for 9 months because I've got 2 siblings, like 3 children, and a family of 5 or whatever, and more, like, get to do more military time. And yeah, the 9 months. And after that, when I came back from military to my hometown, and having watched so many videos from Iman Ghazi, it was back in 2022, 2023, with SMMA and everything. I was like, man, that's my thing. That's what I gotta do. So I started my own blog post. I know how does it relate to it? Yeah, I know. Listen, it was called Succession, and the name Succession still sticks into me, and I'm still using it on some stuff that I do, some more personal stuff. I'll explain it to you in another video, in another podcast. And basically, what the blog was about is, I actually made a very, very nice website. Like, I actually did a very, very good job with that. I made the website very clean. I checked it out before. It's not right now. It's not up on the internet. Like, you can't find the blog post. You can't find the website. But I think I still got the domain name. Yes, but you can't. Like, anyways, I really did a good job with it. With how I made the website, with the colors, with the framing, with the blog posts. I actually did a very, very decent job. Very decent job with all the images and the text and the stories I was writing. I actually did a very good job. Very good. I'm actually satisfied with the job that I did back then with the blog post. And like from the blog post, I had an Instagram account that I would post my blog posts, and like it will also regard, and at the same time I tried to build like a little page on Instagram and on the internet to have some accountability. Like if someone sees my stuff, if like I will seem trustworthy. And then the SMMA part was basically me. And trust me, oh, I'll put in a lot of hours on that. I probably sent hundreds of outreach emails to potential clients. I started from some companies here in Greece, in Athens, whatever companies I could find, from restaurants to clubs to beach clubs to let me keep it golf clubs, like horse riding, whatever business. What I used to do is go on Google Maps. I went to Athens, and I was looking every single place. And if I clicked on the place, first of all, if I saw that they have a website, it was immediately in my list, and I would send an email to, so I can start. I can make. I would make their own website, and also if they, but as well, like if their website was like really outdated and really needed an improvement, I would again like made them more specified email and like send to them, telling them like I could definitely make a better job out of the website, getting more traffic in and of whatever. And I also try to do Google ads and all that stuff, Facebook ads and all that type of stuff. I sent hundreds of messages, and also to Greece. I sent so many, just so many emails to a very specific business in London, not even London, Edinburgh. Like I said, to golf clubs. I thought I found a hole in the market right there. There were so many golf clubs up there, so many golf clubs. And if you actually see that the websites, they were mediocre websites. Maybe some of them didn't have a website, but the ones that did have a website, it was mediocre. One, and they didn't write any ads, nothing on the internet you could find from them. Maybe some posts on Facebook, and that was it. And I was like, man, I found the golden opportunity. I'll make it happen. Like, I'll definitely be able to get some clients from these golf clubs. I sent like so many emails, so many. As you guessed, sorry for cursing, not a single one replied. Not a single one replied. It's crazy. It's crazy after so much effort, finding all these places, learning how to make a website, learning how to do Google ads, learning how to do Facebook ads, and so much time finding the places and reaching out to them, and you get zero responses. That's when you get a bit humbled. I did get humbled because I thought I could really make it. I thought, man, this is my stuff. I can make it work. As you guessed, as I told you, I didn't make it work. I didn't. And I'll tell you why. Because it's my fault. It's always your fault. And that's the lesson that I want you to keep. Always take responsibility for everything that happens in your life. Not in someone else's life. In your life. Always take full responsibility of it. And don't give excuses to yourself. I'm telling you, if you put in the right amount of effort at the right time, you would have made it. For example, me. Maybe, of course, like I found a fun little hole in the market that I could actually provide a lot of value in. But I didn't do it right. Okay, I might send so many emails. I actually used to send second emails to the ones that I opened the mail. But I never really outreach them in the way that I should, which is, of course, going there in person, which is for me the best person to get a client, see him in person and not by a Zoom call or whatever. I couldn't even speak English that well back then, and that's why I didn't do any cold calls. I didn't do a single cold call. And the thing is, I wanted to. I wanted to start doing cold calling. I know it would be a challenge for me, and that's why I liked it, because I like challenges. And I know it would really, really challenge me, because my English is not the best, and it definitely was not the best back then, like 3 years ago, or I don't know, 2.5 years ago. Not at all. It really challenged me, but at the same time, it would really make me better. At English, at least. Maybe I could have landed some clients, but who knows. And I actually had all these pits ready. Like, I had my little pits, and I had like 2 arrows of how like 2 or 3 arrows how the client could respond, like yes, no, maybe, or like the manager or he or whatever. And from there, like what I would respond to them, and then how there were so many that would respond to me, and like I actually had written like 10 pages of potential conversations I could have with potential clients. I really thought it through. I really thought it through. But the thing is, I stayed there. I stayed with the theory, and I didn't take the appropriate action. I didn't take any action. I didn't do a single cold call. Didn't do a single one. And that's why I failed. And it makes sense to fail, because I didn't put in the amount of effort that I should in order to succeed. The type of effort that I should have put in. And that's why I failed. And then I tried opening, and then I did some other stuff with Instagram, trying to show stories from Canva to like beach clubs here in Greece and whatever. Some replied, but yeah, none of them really were interested. So 0 clients there as well. And then I got into some Etsy shops during Christmas invitation stuff, birthday invitations, Halloween invitations, whatever invitation I could think of, templates, designs, whatever. I did so much stuff in Etsy, out of my own Etsy store. I think it was called the Crimson Chest. You guessed it. 0 buys, 0 clients, 0 everything. Nothing. So I want you to let you know, I've been full of failure. I failed more times you can imagine. And I've definitely failed more times than many out there. I've only failed. But the thing is, failure hasn't made me weaker. Failure, in fact, has shaped me into the man that I am right now. The best version of myself. Because of failure, I've been able to grow. And you know why? Not because I just failed. If I just failed and stayed there, nothing would change. Even so, everything would get worse, because I would be so depressed that man, my business didn't go through, like I didn't manage to get it through, like I didn't manage to succeed with that stuff or whatever. Like I might have fallen into depression by now after all these failures that I've had. But no, that's not what happened. I failed many times. But I always will, because trust me, I will fail a lot more times than the times I failed already. I will always be getting up again. I will never stay down. I will never give up. I'm always standing up. I'm always getting up. I'm always pushing forward. And that's how you become better. By always pushing forward, by always getting up, by learning from your mistakes, and not repeating them. You gotta get up. Get up, try again, fail again, and repeat until you make it. Because you will make it. No matter how many times you fail, your time will come. Everyone has got the time. My time hasn't come yet. Maybe your time hasn't come yet. But there's no chance. First of all, there's no chance for your time to come if you don't try. If you don't try, if you don't put in the effort, if you don't put in the hours, if you don't risk, if you don't fail, the only certain thing is that you will not do anything. You will fail. You will have zero chance. You will be stuck the same person as you are. You want that? I don't think you do. So change. So fail. I want you to fail and learn from it and try again. And that's how you'll make it happen. It may take some time. You may get hit by some bullets, not real bullets. Sorry. But your time will come and you will make it through. We will make it through together. This journey is the one that we share all together. It's not a journey about me. I know it's my podcast, but I don't care. I want you to feel like this is our podcast. It's our time together. Just having a little nice conversation with each other. I know I'm just speaking to camera right now, but I truly feel like I'm speaking to my audience, even if I have none right now, if I have 100. But still, like, I may get 100 views. That means like there's 100 people out there. That's a bit crazy when you think about it. Like just thinking about having 100 people ahead of me, in front of me, and listening to me talk. I have never experienced something like this in real life, of course. And so inspiring. And you know what? Even if I change one single life out of all these 100, what else do I want? What else do I want? If I have inspired one person to become a better version of themselves, I'm fulfilled. I've made it. I've changed the life. I've improved the life of someone. And it's beautiful when you do that. I've been able to improve the life of my friends and some family members. And that is when... And that makes me the proudest man alive. That I've been there to my friends, that I've been there to my family. That makes me so happy. That because of me, they might see the world in a different way. They might see themselves in a better way. And they have improved by some degree. There's no better feeling than that. And I really can't imagine, like I said from the previous podcast, I can't be thankful enough to Stephen Bartlett. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this podcast right now. I can't imagine how he feels after having helped so many thousands of lives, maybe even to the millions. I can't imagine how he feels. How do you feel when you have inspired thousands of people out there to do better, to become better? I'm telling you, there's no better feeling than that. There's no bigger risk in life than staying in your comfort zone. But there's no bigger risk than not taking the risk, than not trying. Because when you don't try, when you don't take the risk, your chances of success is zero. When you take the risk, yeah, there might be some chances of losing everything, like not making it happen, but there's always a chance that you will make it. And that's up to you to decide mostly. Like I said, take full responsibility of everything that happens in your life. But when you don't take action, when you don't get out of your comfort zone, when you still say tomorrow, when you still say wait, when you still say I've got to rest more, your chance of success always stays at zero. And that's how it will be if you don't take action. Whereas failure is something that will reveal your character. Because of failure, you learn who you truly are after so many attempts. You start to realize stuff about yourself. Stuff that you are skilled at, things that you like, things you don't like, things that you love to do, things that you hate to do. Failure really shapes you into the man who you truly are, not just a fake person out there. Because of failure, you're saved into the truest version of yourself. Fail. And in time you will succeed. Also, failure teaches you how reality works. That's reality. There's no reality without failure. There's no winning without losing. There'll always be a failure. There'll always be a loser. But in time, that loser, that failure, if he still gets up, if he still works, if he doesn't give up, in time, he will become the winner. And the thing is, most people just don't fail too much. Okay, they might try once, and they might fail once, and they might fail twice, and they might fail 5 times, and they might even fail 10 times. And that's when they stop. And they say, I can't do anymore. Like, I can't fail anymore. There's no way. I can't do it. I'm stopping. I'll stay where I am. My life is alright. At my 9 to 5 in my little house and whatever, my little apartment that I rent out. And I'll just stay comfortable. I cannot fail anymore. I can fail 10 times. How more can I fail? That's not how a winner's mindset works. Not at all. Exactly the opposite. A winner's mindset works by no matter how many times he fails, he still tries. He never lets comfort define him. He never lets failure define the man that he's supposed to become. And that's how you win. By defining your own story, by defining your own failure, by defining your own success. That's how you win. That's how you succeed. I've written, fail, stand up, learn, and go at it again. And I've written a little quote here. You don't win by never falling, but you win by never staying down. Let me repeat that again. You don't win by never falling, but you win by never staying down. I want that to be stuck in your head. I want you to keep standing up. I want you to keep showing up. And I've got a little question for you here. So, how many times are you willing to stand up for the life that you want? I want you to pause this video and answer that question. Write it down or maybe think it yourself. You don't need to be someone special or talented in order to win. No. I'm by far a talented person. Not at all. I've got no talents. No talents. Everything that I've achieved so far is by my own. Well, I haven't achieved so much, but whatever I've achieved to this point is by my own effort, by my own actions. Even if it's just whatever. I made it. You don't need to be special or talented in order to win. I'm not. I'm by far a talented person. By far. In order to win, you just gotta keep getting up. Even if you're not talented, even if someone seems to be more talented, more gifted than you, and he's always beating you at the game, you're always getting up. You're always getting better. And in time, because that's the thing, when you're talented, when you're gifted, you get arrogant. You don't train as much, you don't put in as effort as someone who isn't as talented does. By keep showing up, by keep getting up, that's when you win. That's how it works. And that's what you gotta do. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Always. And I love this. And I'm never staying down. I'll never give up. And I want you to do the same as well. You gotta do the same. If you're going to achieve your goals, if you want to become the man you want to be, if you want to provide to your family, if you want to provide to your friends, to your girlfriend, to your wife, your husband, whoever. You've got to become better. You've got to become stronger. And you've got to get up. And if there's one last piece of advice that I may give to you, never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. Never let someone else doubt you. Never let someone else in your head. You can do it. Never doubt yourself. Because if you can't do it, then fucking move.